Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. This morning I'm going to fix, I don't really know what to call it. It's really peach cobbler, but it's more like got a cake type top on it. Anyway, I think this is a pretty old recipe. I got it from my neighbor, and when I got the recipe from her, she was in her 80s and she had had it for a while. But here's the story behind it. Her and her husband and her husband's brother and his wife were on a little trip up to the mountains, I guess the mountains of North Carolina, and they ate at this restaurant. And for dessert, they had peach cobbler. That's what they called it, peach cobbler. So anyway, my neighbor's husband's brother asked the chef if he could have the recipe. And the chef came out from the kitchen and gave him the recipe. So I don't know how old it is. I would get, if I had to guess, I would say probably 50 years old, maybe 60. And there are a lot of different variations of it, but this is the one she gave me. It's 1 stick of butter, melted, and you want one of these little 8x8 Pyrex pans or dishes. And so that's just 1 stick of butter melted. And to that, we're going to add 1 large can of peaches, and this is the 29-ounce size of sliced peaches, and you want to drain that heavy syrup. Now back then, the only way you could get peaches was with the heavy syrup, so I guess that's what you would need to use for this recipe. Anyway, you want to just dump them in to that melted butter and kind of spread them out evenly. All right, now it's so simple. 1 egg, and you just want to beat that egg up a little bit. You can just use a whisk. You don't even have to use an electric mixer. And to that, you're going to add 1 cup of milk. Now I'm just using powdered milk because I'm out of whole milk, but I don't think it really makes a whole lot of difference what kind of milk you use. Just 1 cup. And then we want to use 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And that's the only extra flavoring that's going to be in this. So that's 1 teaspoon. Mix that up. Now to this, 3/4 of a cup of just regular sugar. And try to mix that in. Kind of get some of that sugar dissolved a little bit. And to this, we're going to add 1 cup of self-rising flour. And you do need self-rising for this. And even after you mix this up, if it's a little lumpy, it doesn't make a bit of difference because it'll all cook out in the oven. Now we're going to cook this or bake it at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes or until it's golden brown on top. So I'm just mixing it with the whisk. Don't have to get the mixer out for this one. All right. Now, all you have to do is pour it right over the peaches and the butter mixture. And it will be runny. It's almost as runny as pancake batter. So there it is. All right, we're going to pop this in the oven, and when this is done, we'll be back. Although I'm going to be back in just a second and tell you some good news. Okay, here's the news. Or for me, it was great news. We were coming home from church yesterday, and we came past our local Piggly Wiggly. We've only really got one grocery store in town. And every place in the parking lot was filled. and there were all kinds of trucks out there and everything, and there was a sign. It was a paper sign, really a big cardboard sign, and it said Bilo coming on Friday. So they are down there redoing that store and restocking it, and all those people were Bilo people that were getting that store ready to open this Friday. So needless to say, we were both thrilled, and me especially, because I get all my meat at Bilo. I don't really ever buy meat pretty much anywhere else. And they also have a great fresh produce department. So I was just thrilled beyond words. We talked about it all afternoon because we're just this little small town. I mean, Bilo isn't usually in little small towns, but they're going to be in our town, and I just cannot wait because it's actually probably only 4 blocks from where I live. I mean, I could walk there. Isn't that great? So anyway, all right, I just wanted to share that with y'all. If you don't live in the South, you probably don't know what Bilo is, but they have super great fresh vegetables. They always have good meat, and the store is always super, super clean. And the grocery carts, they have those smaller ones in there. Y'all know the kind I'm talking about. And then they have the bigger ones too. But the carts are not hard to push. You know how when you go in Walmart, you'll get a grocery cart that clanks along, or it's hard to push, or it tries to go to the right or the left. I mean, the grocery carts are terrible in Walmart. But in Bilo, every grocery cart you get goes up and down the aisles perfectly. So anyway, we love Bilo, and we can't wait for them to open. And we're going to definitely be there on Friday when they open. Also, Bilo has great deals. They have a 5% discount for seniors every Wednesday. Your whole order, whatever it is, all your groceries that you buy, you get a 5% discount at the register with that little senior card. So if you're over, I think you have, I'm not sure, I think maybe you have to be over 50. I'm not really sure about that, but we've had a card for years, of course. So anyway, all right, so when this peach cobbler gets done, we'll be back, and I think I'm just going to call this quick peach cobbler. I don't really know what else to call it. So, all right, we'll be back. Okay, the peach cobbler is ready, and I did try to do this recipe from memory, and I wasn't very good at that. It actually had to cook 40 minutes, so it's very hot. I'm going to try to dip some of this out so you can have a look at it. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and taste of it. It's really hot. Really hot. Hot, hot. Very good, very peachy. It's just very, very hot. Okay, so I don't really know how to describe this. It's sort of a cake top on it, and then you got the peaches on the bottom, and then some of this cake-like stuff that's really good. Very, very good. All right, see y'all next time.